Okay, guys. See the truck? We're heading out. We're gonna park it. Hopefully no one breaks into it tonight. Got a couple of things in there I wish not to have lost, but it's possible. But it's just a game you gotta play because I don't really have anybody that would drive me up and drop me off. We're out here in the middle of the Chattahoochie National Forest, which is on top of Taylor's Ridge here in Summerville, Georgia. It runs Catoosa, Walker, and Chattooga County. Alright, so here we are. We're trudging through the old forest. This is the thicket. Still have to watch for snakes. They will get out and about. They're probably slower than I am at this point. But this is a haven for what we call timber rattlers. Most of them tonight have already kind of gotten dormant and laid down and do whatever it is that a snake does. But that's my biggest fears is snakes. Out a little bit this way. It can change up here at any given time though. What I've got here is I bought this Eno's jungle hammock. I'm gonna try it out tonight. This climate, this is an inflatable mattress. I mean, she's small. I mean, it really goes down. It's made by Static V. It's a full-size lightweight sleeping pad. It's 18.1 ounce. Inflates in 10 to 15 breaths. Pillow, she's nice, she's soft. Yeah, just in case it does rain tonight. It's not supposed to, but it might. This is a Terra Nova. It's a 10 by 10. You know how those things work. It's in my grand trunk that I bought. I like those. And I've got just some little necessities down in here. Just hoping they're not too dry. Going ahead and starting this fire, and one of the main reasons is because I didn't think the mosquitoes would be out too much today, but as you guys can see, they definitely are. Well, you can't see it, but you can see it on my poor old head. Just getting us a good cold bed for right now. We'll save these when it gets down just a little bit. I mean, you're in a pine forest. There's plenty to burn. I just don't want to get it too big because I don't want that to burn. Hey, get it up here to where I get some heat, get it hot. This is clean water, I'm not disinfecting it. I'm just going to go ahead and eat a mountain house tonight. I hand carved this little spoon right here just specifically so I could get down in these packs of the bigger ones. Yeah. This is why I carry gloves, for cutting firewood, processing, plus for protection on my hands even in the elements. I have wool gloves as well, but these leathers seem to do a whole lot better to keep them in your pack. There's a lot of uses. We'll put the water up in there. Now it's time to just seal her up. It's time to sit back. I've got some firewood. Kind of made this a little bit of a long fire. For now, I'm going to actually take it and condense it back down a little bit later when I get ready for bed. The heat's radiating up. Catches a little bit. It's actually warm up behind the hammock over there. I didn't get to finish up the hammock during daylight for you guys to see. Had a couple of phone calls. I took those. It's always good to hear from good friends. Just waiting on that little chili mac to get done so I can actually eat it. Then I'm gonna drive in my steaks, cook it. Waiting for, I put some pine on there. I'm gonna wait till it goes down and then put that hardwood on there. I'm gonna let just the coals cook the steak. It's all I need right now anyway. We're at about 55, 56. It'll drop tonight about 11:30. It should drop down to about 48. And then they say it'll drop about 2 degrees every hour until about 5:45, and then that's when it'll be the lowest. They've changed it. It shouldn't be but about 33, 34 tonight. So that's a plus. They say 36. I had a couple of degrees. I learned something the other day. When they do a forecast, they take it pretty much chest high with nothing blocking it. And I'd seen someone tell me about it on a video. I believe it was actually Kenneth Cram. They take it at about chest height, and they do that, and it kind of gives them an average. You know, the higher the elevation, naturally you're going to be a little bit more, and they didn't do an elevation for this one in particular area. I don't know what the actual elevation is, but I'll try to find that out. Maybe I'll put it right up there in that top hand corner where I'm actually at. I was going to do a Google Plus and let you zoom in so you can kind of see. It's all national forest land up here. There is hunters. I try to pick places that I know they won't hunt. The sad thing is some of the places they should hunt, they don't. I guess you don't get a lot of time when you work a lot of hours and to scout and stuff. I know I fell into that category. You know, a good scout puts meat on the table. Well, guys, it's definitely food. That's not too bad. Definitely not what I'm used to eating. But I am hungry. And thankful. I'm not guaranteed to even have this. Well, you've seen me eat enough. We'll be back with something else. Become creative when you're in the woods. To me, that's where creativity comes from, is from being alone. And thinking. processing. But we're taught differently. We must be with others, coexist, which we do, which is good. Technology's awesome. That's how you guys are getting to watch this, and how I get to show you guys how I'm doing it. Sometimes when I'm tangled with the world, I come out here to get away from it. Even when I worked every day, I learned to do more with less. You learn more, you become less dependent. I don't know if you've ever had chuck eye, but she don't do like most meats. This is the end off of a roast, or your ribeyes, so to speak. So we're gonna break it off with what might fall off, so I don't lose all of it, and run it through the long grain of the meat. And pray for the best. Kind of going back and forth. I don't know if you've seen that or not, but oh well. Now that is what I'm used to eating, folks. Let's go put it over here on our little stick. So, just got a fork and a stick turned around backwards back here. You'll see it set up in the morning. Then just another one. We'll let it roll, turn, twist, do whatever. We pulled some coals out. I'll show you. All right, you see where I pulled the coals out underneath it? We're just gonna let it sit there and cook for an hour or two. Well, until I get tired and heat it medium rare. I've just been reaching up there, cutting me a little piece of it off, eating it as I go. It's not as good as a roast on it. There's a lot of fat in it, but it's a piece of steak that I had, and it's actually good. Whew. It's definitely toasty out here. Once this here wood and those 3 pieces there get done, I'm gonna crawl over into the hammock, get us a good night's rest. I've got work to do tomorrow. Got a little bit of hunting in the morning, then I'm gonna call it a night, or call it a day. Maybe I'll get to come out and do some more of this here soon. I've got some things planned that I'd like to be doing. Let's put up our necessities. Take these old boots off. Right below me, I have my hunting rifle. Ooh, that feels so good on my feet. Those have been on since this morning. Oh. Whew. Well guys, I'm fixing to call it. I'm gonna turn on my little Enos light, and we'll call it a night. I'll talk to you a little bit while I'm in the hammock and tell you how it feels. I've got some more room up here. I think I'm gonna slide it up a little bit and adjust it and see how that does. Now, we take it with a grain of salt, they say. No. Nice and comfortable. It's hot in here, though. I've got entirely too much for the weather. And they lied to us. but I'm enjoying it. Fixing to call it a night. Get up in the morning, do a little bit of deer hunting. That's what I'm gonna do. But no, I mean, I'm beyond toasty inside of here. I mean, almost to the point that it's uncomfortable. But it's gonna drop temperature wise. But I did fill up right before, so that's gonna get the body to moving, generate more heat. So if I didn't think it was gonna be this warm, but if we wake up in the middle of the night, we'll see where we're at. Good night.